Hello, wonderful sports fan, wherever you're on our planet. I hope you're doing well. Wherever nation you in, I hope you're doing well. And I said sports fans, and in this case, my topic is the sport I'm talking about is basketball, and in particular, since I live in America, the National Basketball Association, or better known as the NBA. If you have any awareness of what's going on in the NBA, you've heard that they had a drastic, eye-jarring, jaw-dropping reduction in ratings. But I was thinking, even before the thought came to me, you heard sports commentators say they give this reason and that reason and this reason. What they gonna do to improve it? I was thinking a couple days ago, the biggest reason, for me, reasons where the NBA may have ratings decreased, because I have several reasons, but I'm going to do the first one right now, is the one and done routine. If you heard of the one and done, that means an NBA player, all you have to do is go to college 1 year. After you do 1 year, you can come out. And if they don't do 1 year, now they got to the level right now, a lot of players don't even do the 1 year. Now, the one and done thing is really for players who not in a top 5 in a draft. They're not in a higher draft class, so they have to go to school to prove their talents. But some people, I can give an example. Recently, well, I can say that was 20 years ago, the Washington Wizards player, he didn't even go to college. He was drafted number 1. So the one and done is not really for all NBA players. But that one and done rule and getting drafted immediately out of high school, in my mind, that has caused the ratings decline. That's it. Now, I know in the past, there have been some players who came straight out of high school into the NBA. Moses was known as one. Kevin Garnett is 2, and I know about Kobe Bryant. There have been others, but even when these players have come straight out of high school, they don't take over the league right away. Like some players who go to college, like Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and they took over the league right away. So that one and done thing has hurt the NBA. And I'll tell you why. Because before the one and done thing, many players, they didn't ever finish college. Some of the players, they didn't finish college all the time, but they at least did 3 years. They at least did 3 years in college, and then they went to the NBA. And because they did those at least 3 years, they built up their repertoire in college. They built up their prestige at the college level. And so when they went to the NBA, it was a big hurrah when those players got drafted number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and all the number 10, because they spent some time in college and they built up their pedigree in college. So when they came to the NBA, they built up the league. But now, since we have one and done, is the NBA draft any more of a big deal? Because we don't even know who in the draft. At least I know. I don't know who's in the draft now. I don't know. Because this person may be coming from Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana. They may be coming straight from high school. And all they did when they was in high school is play for their own state. See? Many of the players who come from high school, they haven't been playing players in their own state, so they haven't been up to top level talent. So at least when they go to college, they are playing the best talent in college. That's higher than a state level talent. You know I'm telling the truth. State level got their high level of talent, then the college level got their next level of talent. And then when you can dominate the college players, then you usually dominate the NBA. And I said usually, not all the time, unless injuries don't hit you. If injuries don't hit the player, they usually come to the NBA and dominate. So that's my first one and done. My second one is still to do with the college. My second one is still is dealing with the college. Because those players, they go to college, it's not a big deal made of them. Because the college coach, he or she has the higher reputation. And I don't got to name some of them college coaches who legendary. No matter how good you was in your state, when you come to the college, your reputation is taking a back seat to the coach. So that's my second one. The players in the NBA who went to college, they was more coachable because they subjected themselves to top level coaching. So that's my second one. My third one is because they didn't go to college, they don't have an idea how to make a rivalry. Because when this person is playing this school, because you know in college, all the schools have a rivalry. Here in the United States, schools have a rivalry against schools. No matter who the player is. And since the players don't elect to go to college, they don't get that sense of having a rivalry. They don't get that sense of I'm a beat you. I'm a dominate you. I'm a dominate you. Because as you know right now, from what I know from when the reporters, most of the players now, especially the ones who never went to college or came out of high school, they don't have that sense of I'm a dominate you. College helps to bring that sense of I'm gonna dominate you and I'm gonna beat you. Since you didn't go to college, you lack that sense of competitiveness. So, and I can give an example. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, they are two players who started the quote modern age of the NBA. But their rivalry took place in college, especially at that tournament, at that national game. That's what it took off of. They was propelled in college. Then when they came to the NBA, that college rivalry still propelled them. But since many of the players just do the one and done thing, they don't have that sense of a rivalry. So that's my little take, people, of why I believe the NBA may be suffering its lackluster ratings. The one and done thing. The players have not submitted to coaching, because a lot of the players now, you see a lot of the players who came straight from high school. Most of them, I know some of them have eight coaches, or maybe more. Because if you went to college, you will have to submit to that coach. But when you just came straight from high school, you was a star player. The only person who you submitted to was the high school coach. And you basically were still telling him what to do. So, lack of one and done, lack of respect for coaching, lack of some type of rivalry, build up a rivalry against other players. And like I said, Magic and Bird had a rivalry in college, and they took it to the NBA. And it was one more, but that seemed to slip my mind. It was the coaching. But anyway, give me your ideas of why you think the NBA has declined and what they can do. The greatest failure in my mind when they start letting players come straight from high school and join the NBA. And I can give some example for that. A child, no matter how bright or how smart he is, he will never be a 7-year-old or 18-year-old. Now I'm gonna go to the high school level. An 18-year-old can never be in an engineering firm. An 18-year-old, I've never seen an 18-year-old in court representing someone. I've never seen that. I've never seen an 18-year-old performing neurosurgery on anyone, or even giving any doctor's analysis. I've never seen an 18-year-old say, I got my medical degree, I'm going to work in a hospital now. Because to become a doctor or a lawyer, you have to go through the quote, almost like almost like an apprenticeship. Doctors, they have to do that internship, as I know of. Lawyers, some form of an internship. NBA player, you 18, you come in, make millions of dollars. Other jobs don't do that. So the biggest thing against the NBA is when you probably let them people come there at the age of 18. You probably say, look, okay, you can still come at the age of 21. That's good. Do a couple years of college. And teams, they probably can still draft a player and say, go to college. We'll take you when you come out. They probably can do that if they wanted to, but they don't do that. Tell me what you all think. Until the next time, good people, good family, peace.